Welcome to Grow More Leaders, the 30-day challenge for coaches, consultants, and leaders who want to grow their business by scaling leadership. So welcome to Challenge 7. And the whole idea of these short 2 to 3 minute clips is about bringing positive psychology and leadership to life. And the key theme that we're going to be exploring here is how do you equip others to manage work rather than work managing them, so that you're able to prevent burnout and stress. And I think in the environment that we're working in at the moment, this for many is a real challenge because they are always on and never done. So at a practical level and from a leadership point of view, and indeed incorporating some of the ideas of positive psychology, what are some of the practical things that you can do? So the first thing to bear in mind here is to help individuals that you are working with, and indeed perhaps yourself, to set boundaries of what is a reasonable working day, and then to stick to those boundaries. And the more you commit to others about what a reasonable working day is, and then sticking to it and actually scheduling in activities that you enjoy doing outside of work and scheduling that in your calendar, the more likely you are to stick to them. So there is a maxim that work expands to fill the time available. So if you do not set boundaries, there is no shortage of work that will keep you busy. Which moves me on to the second point, that it's far better to have conversations with individuals about the difference between being productive and being busy. So being productive is about focusing on work that really matters. It's about focusing on a big ticket priority. Busyness, there is no shortage of emails, reports, information, phone calls, data that will keep you busy. And you just can't outrun the wall of work that will be coming your way. Anybody halfway around the world can disrupt your day with a request for information. And that is all about busyness. So this is about helping individuals and equipping individuals to start saying no, to start pushing back, to start requesting more reasonable deadlines, and actually focusing on what matters most and never letting the urgent take priority over what's important. And then the final element of this is about helping a team to create a stop doing list, and indeed yourself to create a stop doing list. We are creatures of habit, and there are legacy projects or legacy work that has passed its sell-by date, but it's still something on your schedule or on your to-do list. So it's best to keep having regular, clear out conversations. What are things that we ought to be clearing out from our calendars, from our schedules, from our priorities, from our to-do lists, so that we simplify work? So I hope that gives you some valuable ideas about the conversations you could be having with your team, or indeed some of the things that you could be practicing and applying for yourself. We know that a lot of what we covered here, or what I've covered here, is common sense, but common sense is not very common. So, in light of what we've just shared, what resonates with you? What struck a chord? What do you like? Drop me a note. I'd love to hear from you. And more importantly, what's one practical takeaway for you? One thing that you can consciously and deliberately be practicing in the days and the weeks ahead. So thank you for engaging. Thanks for participating. And I will see you on the next challenge.